Did you know there's even more history being made in sports in Morningside Heights as the Columbia University women's basketball team is looking to win back-to-back Ivy League titles, and we have their stellar backcourt in studio. The Lions co-captains Abbey and Kitty Henderson join us to tell their story of rewriting the history books and the incredible story of resilience that Shu brings to the court each night, as we bring you a sports extra of historic proportions. So let's get this show started right now. Welcome back to Sports Extra, presented by Toyota. So last March, the Columbia University women's basketball team won its first ever Ivy League title in the program's 37 seasons in the Ivy League, following the program's best season, by the way, in school history. Now this year, the mission is the same: win the Ivy League regular season title, but also win the Ivy League championship tournament in order to earn a direct bid to the NCAA women's tournament. And the Lions are well on their way, currently 12-5, 3-1 in the Ivy League, led by senior guard Abbey, who currently leads the Ivy League in three-pointers, the Lions' all-time leading scorer, a member of USA Basketball and a WNBA prospect, and Abbey's co-captain, junior starting point guard Kitty Henderson, number 8 all-time at Columbia in career assists. Kitty ranks number 2 in the Ivies, in the top 100 in the NCAA in both total assists and assists per game. And guess what? Joining us now in studio is Abbey and Kitty Henderson. Welcome, Kitty and Abbey, to Sports Extra. How are you, ladies?
Great. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
It is so great to meet you. You have had an incredible couple of seasons the last few years. Abbey, I'll start with you. This is your senior year. You have had quite the college career, and your experience in Columbia. You've really rewritten a lot of Columbia's history books with the statistics. Now, in the midst of your senior year, what are kind of like the emotions that it's all culminating?
It's crazy because it feels like I've been here forever, but it also feels like it went by in a flash at the same time. So, I mean, it sounds cheesy, but Coach G always says, you know, make the days count, don't count the days. So that's what I'm trying to do. Be present every single day, through the bad and the good, and just like soak up all that emotion every single day.
Oh, that is awesome. Kitty, you guys are co-captains. How has this season been different from last year so far? You know, last year you guys won the regular season. Right now you're fighting through it. What's the differences or similarities?
Yeah, I think Ab and I have like a lot bigger role this year, for sure. I mean, obviously as captains, but I think we had a younger team coming in this year, so we really had to step up early and kind of set that standard early for our teammates to kind of follow. But yeah, it's been super fun so far.
Just to get to know you guys a little bit, Abbey, I read that you've been 5'11" since you were in junior high school. Is that true?
I guess so, yeah. I don't even remember, but yeah, I guess.
What drew you to basketball? When did you start playing? What drew you to the sport?
Yeah, I mean, I have an older brother, so like playing outside has just always been a part of my childhood, playing in our driveway. And then I actually had a cousin who played in high school, and she made it in the newspaper when she was younger in high school, and like very local newspaper, but I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And I told my mom, like, I want to do that. I want to play basketball and make it in the newspaper. Like, it was so stupid.
You've been in the newspaper quite a bit lately, I can tell you that, Abbey. And for you, Kitty, you're from Australia. You were born in England, right?
Yeah.
Then Australia. So what inspired you, and how did you make your way to Columbia?
Yeah, it was honestly just my high school was a big, like, and obviously my junior school was a huge, like, basketball school. And at first my mum was completely against it, but we kind of got forced into it just because everyone, like, that's just what people did where I went. So, and I loved it as soon as I started. And then Coach G is just really good at, like, recruiting internationally. So we built a relationship from when I was very young, and from then on I knew it was the place I wanted to be.
So you came in after the 2020 season, because then of course you guys qualified for the tournament, but that the Ivy League championship was canceled that year.
Yes.
I know also, and I'm so sorry, you lost your father right after that.
Yeah.
You guys come in the following year, Kitty. How as a team do you kind of lift each other up, support each other when you go through things like that, when you become teammates?
Yeah, I mean, I think like being together and going through all the hard stuff we go through on the court, like, it brings you together so much, and we go through so much adversity every single day on the court together that I think it makes the off-court stuff so much easier to go through and kind of like checking in on each other, because like if you're connected off the court, like, you're going to be a lot more connected on the court as well. So it definitely helps, and I think you just get to know your teammates so much better the more you're going through things with each other. So yeah.
And we have seen that with your team. And Abby, just a little bit on your backstory, because you are truly a story of resilience. You're a native of Parkland, Florida, and you are a survivor of the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School shooting. You were a freshman in junior rather in 2018.
Yeah.
How did basketball just play a role in your healing?
Yeah, I mean, I think basketball plays a role in my life in any sorts of stuff. It's like an outlet, you know, it's an escape almost from the world itself and everything that goes around. It's my happiness. I think Kitty could agree. It's like, it's our outlet, it's our escape, it's, I don't know, it's what brings us joy. So I think in moments like that where it feels like, you know, the world's over, you know, everything terrible is happening, it's like, okay, I could escape to this little paradise on the court.
What are your guys' goals now as you finish out this season?
Yeah, I mean, we have many goals. I mean, we want to win the Ivy League, win the Ivy League tournament, go to the NCAA, and I think we're chipping away at those goals. We still have a long way to go, but I'm really happy and proud of how this group is moving and how fast we're learning. So.
Yeah. How hard was that last year when you guys didn't make the tournament? You felt you deserved a bid, right? Yeah.
I mean, well, our coach, I think, said it perfectly. Coach Abbey, she said it felt like a heartbreak, and it really did. Like, I felt like I was in my bed, like I just got broken up with the love of my life.
Yeah.
It was pretty devastating, but I think we flipped it around pretty quick, and like we're able to give that passion into the WNIT run. So. Yeah.
And finally, I mean, you're a senior. What are your plans for your future after Columbia basketball?
Yeah, I mean, I want to play as long as possible. So wherever that may be, in the States or overseas, and you know, this, like I said, this game brings me so much joy, so I might as well play as long as possible.
Kitty, you know, your teammate here, Abby, was just nominated, and actually, technically, you're a finalist for the Becky Hammond, which is the Player of the Year award for a mid-major. What do you think of your teammate and just the career she's had and continues to have this season?
Yeah, I mean, it's not surprising at all being with her every single day. I mean, she works so hard. Every single day she's in the gym for countless hours. I mean, I'm not surprised at all, but she's just really inspirational, and she's a very good teammate to have because she brings people with her, and I think that's the biggest thing about Abby. Like, she's not only interested in how she's doing, but she's very big on how the team's doing, and bringing people with her and like challenging people to be at that level with her. So I'm super grateful to have been with Abby this whole time because she is definitely the best teammate I've ever been with. So yeah, I'm very proud of her.
Oh, well, Kitty, thank you so much. Abby, thank you so much. Good luck to the both of you the rest of the season. Thank you for coming in today, and we're really proud to have you guys on Sports Extra.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it. The Columbia women's basketball team. You got your stellar backcourt right there. We'll watch them the rest of the season, and Sports Extra will be right back after this.